Well, you are not looking at January or February. You are looking at recent footage from Mammoth Mountain, where it is called the second ski season after over 700 inches of snow at the top of that mountain this winter. They are still skiing at Mammoth Mountain, still plenty of snow to be had. Now, that snow is going to continue to melt, though, but they may be skiing in Mammoth Mountain through the month of July and in the early August. And I did want to show you, spotlight it. Look at the snow we still have in the southern and central Sierra. Also, a little bit of snow into the Siskiyous as well. But it's the central Sierra. They picked up the lion's share of snow, and that's why they're still skiing at some of the resorts. And by the way, just to give you an update here, the reason why we haven't had a whole lot of melt is that we haven't had a whole lot of heat across California so far this year. We've had some thunderstorms, though. Look how wet it's been the last 30 days with the epicenters of thunderstorms in the northern and central Rockies, where it continues to be wet. And we've had pockets of rain in Southern California and also in the mountains of California. Keep in mind, this is compared to historical averages. We don't typically get a lot of rain this time of the year in California. Many places get under 1/10 of an inch. So it's a little deceptive, but it certainly hasn't been hot and it hasn't been all that dry. Now, we're still melting snow. I wanted to give you an update. Look at all of the reservoir levels in California are above the historical average. And by the way, the two biggest reservoirs, Shasta and Oroville, they are at their capacity. They can't hold any more water. Now, the melting and the amount of water coming in has slowed, but if they need to, they can release. But these are some of the highest levels on these reservoirs in the last decade. In fact, the last time we've seen a reservoir level this high in Oroville was back in 2012. Now, next couple of days, weather stays nice in California. It's going to be comfortable, but the heat is going to start building. All the heat in Texas is going to start migrating into the southwest a little bit today, but then over the weekend as that upper level high in West Texas starts to shift into the southwest. Now, we'll keep it comfortable in California at least through the weekend and into Monday, but you'll notice by Monday, notice we're getting in Las Vegas and in Phoenix. You're up at about 110 in Vegas, 114 in Phoenix. And as that upper level high then begins to build, look at all the dry air. That's why we're getting the sunshine now. You have this upper low, which is keeping things a little more on the comfortable side in California through this weekend. But that's going to be gone by next week. And as that upper high starts to shift into the southwest, you're going to start building the heat in California. Even in Los Angeles, watch what happens here. First, let me show you Phoenix. We're going to be closing in on 110 degrees Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday of next week. And Los Angeles itself, and this is downtown Los Angeles, we could be pushing 90 degrees by the middle part of next week. The heat is coming.